In the late 1960s, huge V8 engines were making their way into passenger cars that doubled as street-legal dragsters. American V8s of this era were less refined than their European counterparts, yet what they lacked in finesse, they compensated for in sheer size. Cylinder displacements of 6 to 7 liters were not uncommon. Carbureted and cast from iron, these motors may seem crude by today's standards, but they possess an allure all of their own, with deep, burbling idles and a heart-pounding roar at full throttle. Big block V8s might be heavy, but their strength is undeniable. This is heavy metal motoring. This is Detroit Iron.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Forza Motorsports. In this week's Spotlight Series, we have the 69 Dodge Charger, and we have a couple builds for this particular vehicle this week for the tracks that we have in rotation. So let's have a look at what we got. So for this first build, which is primarily for Road America, we have got a race carburetor, sport air filter, sport piston and compression, race flywheel, race brakes, race spring and dampers, and we have extra heavy ballast. Tires, we have the stock tire compound, 245 millimeter front width, 255 millimeter rear width. Wheels, we have the stock wheels. Drive chain, we have the street clutch, sport transmission, street driveline, race differential. Aero, we have rear wing race, front bumper sport, and just for a bit of fun, we put on the street hood, because who doesn't love a blower sticking out the hood of a muscle car? Okay, and no conversions on this build. Alright, let's take a look at the tune on this one. Alright, for the tuning, we have 30 pounds PSI front and rear. Gearing changes pretty much according to each track. So I just changed the final drive to whatever I need for whatever track I'm on. Alignment, negative 1.5 in the front, negative 1.0 in the rear. Toe, 0 and 0, front and rear. Angle, 7.0. No anti-roll bars. Springs, 70-78 in the front, 834 in the rear. Front is 7.6, rear 7.6 for the ride height. Dampening 4.0, rebound stiffness 10.0. Suspension geometry 0, and actually if you guys want to, you can take this all the way up and it will stabilize this car a little bit. So if you want to try that, give it a go. And anti-dive, we got 20.4. Anti-squat, 32.9. Aero is stock on the front and minimum on the rear. Brake, 50%, and I run my pressure at 150%. Differential, 80 acceleration, 15 deceleration. And that's our build on this vehicle. Now let's take a look at the other builds. Alright, and for every other track other than Road America, this is the build I used. Sport valves, sport brakes, race spring and dampers, sport weight reduction, extra heavy ballast. Tires, tire compound was race. Wheels, we used 18-inch rim size front and rear. And we used a salt flat rim. Drivetrain, race transmission, race differential. Aero rear wing race, front bumper sport. conversion, we did the engine swap to the 4.3 i6. Alright, that is our other build. Let's take a look at the tune for this one. Tune on this one, 30 psi in the front, 28 psi in the rear. Gearing, like I said, changes per track. Alignment, negative 1.4 in the front, negative 0.7 in the rear. Toe, 0. Front caster angle, 7. No roll bars. Spring, 748, 798. 7.6 ride height front and rear. Damping, 4.0 and 10.0. Suspension geometry, 9.8, 9.8, 21.1 anti-dive, 33.2 anti-squat. Aero, stock on the front, rear minimum. Brake on this one I ran 47% and 150% pressure. Differential, 80 rear, 80 acceleration, 15 deceleration. And there's our tune on that one. Alrighty, we'll see you on the track. Spotlight Series 69 Charger at Limerock.
3 to go. Last lap. Total time penalty is about a second.
Good race, good race. See how we did here. Up 7. 103.7. Not bad. It's a good race. Alright, thanks for watching.
Well done. We finished P4.